Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Beatle Brad's channel. So glad to have each and every one of you here, and welcome to an anniversary edition of Please Please Me. Today is a special day because we're getting ready for October 5th, which is just right around the corner, 2020, for those of you that are watching this on time. It is the anniversary of one of the songs off this album of Please Please Me, and the song is Love Me Do. So today we're delving into a little bit of discussion on Love Me Do today. And I'm thanking one of my viewers, and also I was going to do this, and Andy from Public Auctions over in UK has kind of helped me out a little bit with some stuff and helping me with some of the verifications on this. I've also got some notes, so I want to use those as well because I won't remember absolutely everything. But the cool thing is, I've got a couple different variations. This one here is a early 64 edition. Here comes Mr. Buddy to be in my video. It's an early 64 edition, and then several different other ones from the mono and the Japanese. And this one is from Uruguay. But what do you say we'll talk about Love Me Do, which was actually released September 4th, 1962. The 45, which is completely different than any other verification of this record. The 45 in 1962 is done completely different. As we dive into this, we find out that in the beginning, all the albums that were up here are all from the Andy White sessions. There are some from Ringo as well, but Ringo played tambourine on the very first one, which was this one here. So Andy White was the drummer, and Ringo Starr was the tambourine player for the sessions. Ringo did appear for some of the 64 ones as well, but a lot of different ones are out there. So as we kind of talk about this, it's really interesting to know that they really tried to make an attempt to make this 45 happen. It really didn't. So let's talk about some of them. This is the very first one verification. This is the American Tully, the original 45. And this one is just going to give you different variations, just to kind of get your thoughts into this. So that was the first one that was put out. And then there was a anniversary one that came out in the UK, and this is the anniversary one as well. And this is not an original 64 or 63. I would love to get a 64 original and original 63. Just haven't run across one yet. They are very, very pricey. But this is an anniversary edition from 82, and this is the UK version of the 82 one, which has, I think this has Ringo on drums. I'm not too sure. Maybe those of you can help me out a little better that are my Beatle people that know much better. And this is just a Japanese pressing, which is also another very different one that was done back in the 80s, mid-80s. So a lot of these were done, and they just kind of kept going back and forth from pressing to pressing with Andy White being on a lot of these, and Ringo, which we were looking for the original 62 one, which Pete Best is the drummer on the 62 version I failed to mention a minute ago. Then you go into different variations. There's the picture disc that was kind of neat, nicely done. This is also an American. That was done in 82 as well. Then this is out of the 82. This is the 20 greatest hits for the American one. This is Love Me Do as well. And this is Andy White. Also on this one as that one came about. So before we jump any little further, let's go into this one which came out, which was Rarities. And this also has Love Me Do on it as well. But the problem with this one is this version of Love Me Do is from Canada and is not the original Love Me Do with Pete Best. So this version is from Canada with Ringo Starr on it. And UK, when EMI decided to release this, they were going to have Pete Best on the original one but could not find a clean enough copy. So they contacted Canada and asked Canada for their copy of Love Me Do, but they failed to proceed on their copy because their copy from Canada was destroyed. So they could not continue as we did either. And that was the problem with us in America, because after the original Love Me Do was done in '62, they kind of pressed them, and then they just, I guess, thinking the Beatles weren't going to amount to anything, or I'm not really too sure the story behind that, but that got thrown in the trash. Yeah, believe it or not, it just got tossed in the dumpster. So it didn't make it. It only made it into hands of people that were collectors and those that were smart enough to get the original one. Then it came out with Rarities, this version, which was really kind of neat. This also has Ringo, and doesn't have the original one either. Also, I want to tell you that a lot of these, like this one, this came out when the mono box set came out, and this is quite clean and quite nice, but it doesn't stack up to the original quality one either. So this one is also another variation of that, which doesn't sound very good. The sound quality of a lot of these is very good, but they've got some sound noise and a lot of different variations to them. So that's why I'm kind of showing you a lot of these different ones, because you'll say, oh, well, what about the British UK one, or this one or that one? Well, that's kind of why I'm showing you these different ones. And then we had the anniversary one, which came out in America, and I believe this came out in the UK as well. And this is Love Me Do. And very nice copy. But the big thing about this copy is the P.S. I Love You. The number on the back of it, see, I wrote it down on the back of it, for P.S. I Love You, which is the back here, is R-4714, and that is incorrect. That is not the version of the Beatles Love Me Do 45. That is Matt Monro, Private of My Love, which wasn't even correct. So when they pressed this, they made a mistake in putting Matt Monro instead of the Beatles' P.S. I Love You. So it's another mistake they made in pressing this kind of unique and rare song. I never knew any of this until I started diving into this, because I knew the anniversary was coming up and I wanted to be a part of all of this. I wanted to talk about it and describe some of the different things about this album. So the next thing that came out that we got was this, which is the Beatles Anthology, and this is Volume 1. And this does have, I believe, this does have Pete Best on drums for the one of the songs on here. And this does sound quite nice and quite clean. So to go out and to buy the original 45, it recently sold in the UK market for a little over $800 or $900 just for the 45. So it's a lot of money for putting out for a 45. So by getting the anthology, that is as close as we'll get to getting the song of Love Me Do by Pete Best, which is actually kind of cool. But then again, if you'd rather not get that one of the 45, there was recently in 2019, I grab my box set. In 2019, this box set came out, and this also has another variation with Love Me Do, and it is also on the Tully. Here we go. Here's and they reproduced this, and they did a very nice job. A little bit different than our American one. It has the hole to where ours has the 45 spindle. And this sounds really, really good. This is actually the closest you'll get to getting the Pete Best one if you don't go out and buy that Pete Best 45 yourself. But it's really kind of neat and kind of an interesting mystery and history of the Beatles' Love Me Do and all the different variations of knowing that Ringo played on drums, Annie White played on the drums, Pete Best played on the drums, and which one does sound the best? The Love Me Do one with Pete Best does sound a little bit different and a little bit more unique. It's got some great sound quality to it. Definitely, it's mono, so you know we are talking about the mono one. But if you are interested in purchasing the first edition, which is the Love Me Do, it's R-4949, and it's 1962. So that's what you want to look for if you're looking for the September 4th, 1962 edition. So, a little bit of interesting fascination about the Beatles' Love Me Do and how many different variations there were and how many different things. And as we found out in the anniversary one about the mistake that they made with P.S. I Love You. So, just a lot of fun, interesting things. I probably didn't get all my facts totally right. I just tried to do the best I could in pulling this together. It's kind of fun, but I wanted to just kind of share this with you about the Love Me Do version of Please Please Me. So, and I just wanted to let you know I'm doing pretty well. I've been sick for several days and weeks, still going on, and it's settled in my ear, kind of losing hearing in my right ear, but we're still taking different medicine and trying that. And so I thank you for your thoughts and prayers on the healing of my ear. You know, it's just, we all go through stuff, and I'm just sharing with you. You know, I'm human, and sharing with you what's going on. But I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for watching this. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of Love Me Do. Is it one of your favorite songs? Do you like the different variations? Do you like the Andy White version, Pete Best version, or the Ringo Starr version? So let me know down below. Comment down below and subscribe to my channel. If you're not part of my channel already, please be a part of my channel. I think you'll enjoy. There's a lot of great videos coming up, and I've got some great stuff on its way. So, but I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. I want to say thank you to my viewers for being here and subscribing. Without you, you guys are tremendous. And without you, I really would have a kind of a crazy time doing videos, that's for sure. So I do thank you for subscribing and being a part of my channel. And as I say on my channel, I'm out of here. Take care, everybody. See ya.